look at those mountains, seriously. You won't imagine that this is Slovakia, right? Like nobody would think that this right behind me is Slovakia. But that is Slovakia. Those are the high Tatras Mountains, and those are some of the most beautiful mountains you're gonna see in the world. So it turns out that this train journey is going to be a little more complicated than expected. We got to make 2 stops. So we're leaving Kosice, and then we're going to go to Poprad. From there we're going to make another stop somewhere else, and then we're going to go to our destination. But it's a long train journey. Let's go and enjoy the first train journey out of Kosice for the day. Just like that, we've made it to our first train station here in Poprad. So what I've just done is I've put one of our bags in this sort of locker storage here because I don't need 2 bags to go up to the mountains, and that's going to be difficult. So we're just keeping 1 bag here, and let's get our next train out of the town of Poprad. Thank you. Literally just another 10 minutes. The train is here. Time for us to head into the mountains, but not yet to the town we're supposed to go to. So we've still got a ways to get there, but we're getting closer. We're on our way. We've just walked out of the train into a station called Starý Smokovec, and you can see the mountains. The Tatras Mountains are right behind these buildings. We are in the mountainous parts of Slovakia. It's colder, it's cooler, and you can feel that, you know, this is one of the most beautiful places possibly in all of Europe. Now we gotta go into the 3rd train for today, and with this train we will make it to our destination. Well, finally, after about 4 hours on trains, on buses, on everything, we finally made it to the town of Tatranská Lomnica, which is the gateway into the high Tatras Mountains. It looks amazing. You can see the mountains from the train ride, and I cannot wait to get started. We're gonna be hiking. That's all we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be hiking. I've reserved a bed at this sort of cabin hostel near the top of the mountain. So now all we gotta do is get there. That's just the hardest part, but I'm really, really excited. This is gonna be an adventure in the high Tatras Mountains of Slovakia. So let's go ahead and get started with this adventure. Since I've just started the hike and I still have some breath, I decided that it should be a good idea to just explain where we are in the world. So we're currently in northern Slovakia, and there's these mountains called the high Tatras Mountains. They're actually the smallest alpine mountains in the entire world. And there's these series of peaks. There's a lot of peaks there. I think they said there's like over 100 different peaks in this mountainous region. Now, to get here is not easy, as you can probably tell, but it's right on the border with Poland. In fact, some of the mountain ranges, some of the mountain peaks, in fact, the highest mountain peak is actually located on the Polish side of the border. So if you remember, we came from Poland here, but now we're going back up to the Polish border because that's where all the mountains are. Now, it's very, very difficult to hike. And you'll see there are a lot of families that come here. Most of the time there's a cable car that can take you all the way to the top of the mountains so you don't have to hike. However, the price tag is not cheap. From what I read online, it's about 16 euros for a one-way trip. And that is far out of my budget for this trip, so we're walking. Now, to get to the point where it's supposed to be about 5 kilometers. So a 5-kilometer walk is what we're expecting. It's not bad, except that it's all uphill, which makes it a lot more difficult. But it should be a fun adventure, should be enjoyable. The weather is nice and cold. It's a little bit rainy, so hopefully the clouds will clear out soon. But let's go ahead and make our way up this mountain. Well, I think we're probably about, I don't know, less than a fifth of the way there. And oh, it's raining hard and this walk is intense. This hike, it's not easy at all. I'm struggling. You see those lifts behind me? Kind of really want to take one right now, but let's keep going. Well, we have made it to a little bit of like a first stop, first area. Oh, you can see the mountains, it's all clearing up. The clouds are moving away. You can see the snow-capped peaks up there. But we're still making it. You can see behind me, that tram right there, or this thing, that's a ski lift. So during wintertime here, skiing, snowboarding, all on the table, and it's a very, very popular option actually. But we still got a long ways to go. I'm thinking that we probably have maybe another hour to get up there. It's tiring, but there's a place that sells pizza and pasta up here, which sounds very, very tempting right now. But I do need to make it up to the cabin before sunset. So I'm trying to get up there as fast as I can. Let's keep going. Oh, it's been a very long hike. I've been hiking now for almost about an hour and a half. According to the map, I've still got another 40 minutes to go. Until an old man just was walking down. I told him where I was going, and he said that the hike still requires 2 hours to get to where I'm going. So either the map I'm using is completely wrong when it says 45 minutes, or the guy is just really slow and really old and it shouldn't take 2 hours. I think I trust the guy, which means that we still got a long, long way to go. Oh, this hike is much harder than I thought, but we're gonna keep going upwards, and uphill we go.
Or back you're sleeping. Perfect.
Okay. Well, after a very, very long hike, there was a second rainstorm that literally came in right when I was about to arrive to this place. So I am soaked, I am drenched, and I cannot wait to sleep. Oh my god, this is just crazy. It's crazy how the weather is just terrible. The weather is honestly terrible right now. But I don't know. I've just put my socks. I don't know if you can tell, but they are totally drenched. And my shoes also, just put them on top of the heater. The host is great. She's amazing. And you know what? I think let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. I'm cold. I just need something warm in my stomach right now. So let's go see what they have on offer. Well, it is freezing cold right now. But I've ordered this nice hot chocolate. I mean, it is literally some of the best hot chocolate I've ever had. The whipped cream on top was just amazing. I just gotta take a drink. Oh, that just completely warmed me up. I mean, there's no better way to celebrate making it to your lodge for the night by drinking some warm hot chocolate and just enjoying the sort of warmth of a cozy Alpine cabin. We're staying right in there. It's a hostel, and I'm the only one in there. So there's like 8 beds, I think. Only one of them is occupied by me. So I have the whole room to myself tonight, which is going to be exciting. The rain, it stopped. It's much, much better. But I think I'm gonna wait around a little bit more, and then we're gonna hike a little bit more today. Yes, I know that despite all that I've said, we will still continue to hike just a little bit more so that we make it up all the way to the lake, because that lake is supposed to be beautiful. And I would love to show you guys what that looks like. So I'm gonna drink this up and just gonna enjoy the beautiful Tatras Mountains. Alright, well, I'm now warm and toasty. I've had some food, a little bit of water, and I think I am ready to go and see the beautiful lake that's just 10 minutes away. So we're gonna leave this beautiful chalet and let's go ahead and head up just for a little bit. And literally just a 10-minute walk from the hut, which by the way is one of the best cabins ever. The people there are so friendly. The family is one of the nicest families I've ever met in my life. We've made it to this beautiful glacial lake. The color is amazing. It is incredible. But just for a few minutes, I'm just gonna fly my drone. I mean, look at that beautiful view right behind me. I mean, look at those mountains, seriously. Let me show you the drone shots. Well, I think you can see from those shots right there, that is beautiful. That is literally one of the most insane views in my life. And just imagine if the clouds are clear, the peaks would just show through. It would be so beautiful. And you can see glaciers are just right there. That's ice right there. I mean, that should tell you how cold I am right now, what sort of temperature it is. I think it's only like 11, 12 degrees Celsius. That's how cold it is. So when you come to Slovakia, you know, make sure to bring a jacket or something because it does get pretty cold. But that view, that is the view that you come here for. That is worth the, you know, the rain, the pain, the getting soaking wet, getting my shoes wet, everything. It was all completely worth it. We're literally walking back right now and just look at the color of the sky behind me. I don't know if you can tell, but that is some of the beautiful purple and pink sunsets. That is what I live for right there. That is beautiful. Oh my god, I love Slovakia. This is why you travel Eastern Europe. This is why you come to Central Europe and Eastern Europe, because you're never gonna get this anywhere else. It's just stunning. I am shocked by how beautiful this place is. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Well, we have made it back to the cabin. You can see it's nice and cozy and dinner is just being cooked up. This cabin has been built since the 60s and it's beautiful. It's really well preserved. And you feel like you're in an old Slovakian, you know, town or old Slovakian cottage, but it's just nice and warm and I can't wait for dinner, so let's get that. And for dinner tonight, a nice goulash soup. Let's just give it a try, so let's see how it tastes. Oh, that is so rich. That is probably one of the richest goulash soups I've ever had. 10 out of 10 recommend.